Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Marvel has come out and said some very strange things. They're trying to make out that they are now the underdog. Yes, did not have that on my bingo card, but mark my words, this is essentially Marvel trying to create a new narrative, and that narrative is we're the underdogs, we're going to come back. That's not going to work. You're not the underdogs, and you're not really coming back from anything but failure. All that kind of happened, or all that shows anyways that you're the has-been. And you'll only ever be the has-been moving forwards. So, yeah, weird. This all came out, of course, yesterday with the Disney earnings call. I think that they thought this was going to be a pretty smash hit success story, but it was really, really bad. And you got articles like this. Marvel's Luis Despacito reflects on a rough time. Kevin Feige's comments are in here as well. But it's not just that, guys. I mean, the Disney stock is... not great, as you can see here. Not great. Yeah, so it peaked. Let's have a look. This is where it peaked yesterday, where they thought it was going to be a good result at the earnings call, and then it literally just fell off a cliff. And I mean, it's barely... Well, you're not going to say that's recovered, are you? Let's be honest. So, not good. Not good. So, underdogs? No, not really. Just the has-beens. But let's take a look at this. Hit subscribe if you're newer, folks, and do turn the bell notifications on. Please do follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at Mistakes Reviews. And consider supporting via Patreon. But anyway, let's have a look. So, this is all part of them trying to just create a narrative. That's all it is. They are just trying to create some nonsense narrative. And they seem to be hinging everything on Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, they're like, oh, for one, it marks the MCU's first serious foray into formerly Fox-owned mutant territory. Kevin Feige didn't even want Hugh Jackman back. He was warning him against it. So, yeah, dumb. Really, really dumb. And they say this. You know, it's certainly the first Marvel movie to feature gags about... But fun. But even more notable than either of those things, it's the only Marvel Studios film set to arrive in cinemas in 2024. There's no other movie. Because they've absolutely screwed up their business. Massively. You know, and it talks about some other bits and pieces, some bad films here and there. Some bombs, basically. But then we have comments like this, you know, included dialing down the number of Marvel projects. So this is the new information that they released at the earnings call. But they were really quick to get this sort of article out there. So I do wonder if the press had a heads up. But anyway, Luis Despacito, who's the co-president of Marvel Studios, says it's been a rough time. Yeah, I bet it has. So he speaks to Empire. This is a world-exclusive Deadpool and Wolverine issue. However, he sees Wade Wilson's Mutant Team-Up threequel as a sign of things getting back on track. Really? This one film will do well, the rest of it won't. After this, you've got Thunderbolts and Captain America, not Captain America. No one cares about Thunderbolts. No one cares about Captain America without Captain America. You have absolutely screwed your business. And check out the raging cope here, because this is absolute cope from Marvel. If we just stayed on top, that would have been the worst thing that could have happened to us. If we just stayed on top making millions of dollars, that would have been so bad. Are you high? Are you on crack or something like that? What are you talking about, idiot? How stupid is this? Yeah, just making... millions, hundreds of millions of dollars is just, oh, it's the worst thing. It's the worst thing. Oh, I'm damn near speechless about the cope coming out here, because it is crazy. We took a little hit. We're coming back strong. With a... Really? You're not coming back strong, mate. You've got Thunderbolts. And then you've got Captain America. That less is more ethos looks set to continue in years to come. And he says further, maybe when you do too much, you dilute yourself a little bit. No, because even if you'd done everything that you had done before, but you'd spread it out, people still would have switched off because it's garbage. You still got rid of all of the actors and the characters that people liked and replaced them with people that people don't like. So no, it's got nothing to do with doing too much. I mean, you're right in some way. You could have continued to do it longer if you just spaced the movies out more. But the eventual end goal is the same thing, where these people aren't going to be interested in these things moving forwards. So, dumb. Dumb, da-dum, dum, dum. We're not going to do that anymore. We learned our lesson. Maybe 2 to 3 films a year and 1 or 2 shows, as opposed to doing our 4 films and 4 shows. That's 2 shows too many. You never should have gone into shows. It's terrible. You've cheapened Marvel as a result of that. So, lots of cope from Luis Despacito, co-president of Marvel, and then we get actual Marvel boss Kevin Feige with some utter tripe as well. So for Marvel boss Kevin Feige, check the cope here. He's seeing the positive side of the MCU being on the back foot again. After all, back in Phase 1, that's exactly where they began. It's nice to be able to rally behind one feature project this year, he tells Empire. I'm much more comfortable being the underdog. You're not the underdog. You're the former champ. It's not an underdog. I prefer being able to surprise and exceed expectations. So it does seem like the last year, which has not been ideal, has set us up well for that. It set you up well for this nonsense, where you're now trying to spin it, that this is somehow positive. I mean, I can't get over the absolute gaslighting here. It's crazy. If we just stayed on top, that would have been the worst thing that could have happened to us. I cannot get over that. The absolute gaslighting. Utterly insane. He does say further, some of the lines that Ryan and his writers, Sean, worked on, taking a more meaning. You'd have to live under a rock not to know that the last few Marvel movies have failed to ignite the world in the way that so many did. We do come along at an interesting time, and we're decidedly something different. Whether it's of messianic proportions, time will tell. In Deadpool, we trust. Yeah, nah, mate. I can't get over it. I honestly cannot get over some of the comments here. Oh, yeah, we stood on top. That'd be terrible. Yeah, making so much money is so bad. Madness. Absolute madness. Underdogs? No, mate. You're the former champ. You'll never be on top again. You screwed it.